Rightio team, good afternoon, Gaz. Just gone afternoon.
It's always morning for me, mate. Always morning for me.
Welcome, team. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us here. A few familiar faces in the crowd. Always good to see. Give yourselves, let's start off with a little round of applause for you guys for turning out today.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the beautiful St Kilda Beach.
We are filming, so you might be able to see yourself on 7, mate, at some stage. So make sure that you give the camera a big wave if it comes around your way. Got the flags going. Always good. Plenty going on, Gaz. We've got the food trucks.
Yes.
Got the bar up the
Bigger
back.
than Texas. We've got gourmet fish and chips from Twisted. Make sure you grab yourselves a feed. And, of course, we've got the STIHL Timbersports. Got the merch over at the back.
Merch. There's another jacket for you to leave at a random nightclub and get another one next year. Perfect. My name's Dan Anstey. This is Gaz Kempster. We'll be taking you through today. Women's Championship first, and then the men's trophy format. That's going to be starting at 2 o'clock this afternoon, guys.
Absolutely. Now, of course, STIHL Timbersports, the ultimate test of strength and skill. We've got the stock saw, we've got the standing block, we've got the single buck, and of course, we're going to be finishing with the underhand chop.
How about this? Something very special. This is brand new. We've got Australia's top female athletes. We're going to be introducing them in just a sec. We've got 5 of them taking on New Zealand's
kia ora,
finest.
kia ora.
Oh, a few Kiwis in the crowd. Kia ora. Here we go. Game on. It's an Anzac battle. The first time ever the ANZ Women's Championship. 9 athletes. We're going to get to them in just a sec. 2 nations. 1 title to be won, guys.
Absolutely. All right. Well, without further ado, let's get into the competition. So check out the screen so we can see what the competition format is all about.
The STIHL Timbersports ANZ Women's Championship. To win the STIHL Timbersports ANZ Women's Championship title, 10 athletes will compete in 4 disciplines. They include the stock saw, the standing block chop, the single buck, and the underhand chop. In each discipline, performances are ranked by time and converted to points. The fastest athlete receives points equal to the total number of competitors, descending to 1 point for last place, with disqualifications scoring 0. After all 4 disciplines are complete, the athlete with the most points will be crowned today's Women's Champion and represent Australia on the world stage in the Women's World Championship.
There you have it, team. Let's get through a few of the officials here, and then we'll get to our athletes. Keeping things fair out here today, we've got our judges who are going to join us up here on stage. Neil Richardson and Steve Lorenz from New South Wales. Go the judges. Up the refs. And from New Zealand, Adam Lowe. G'day, ads. Welcome along. Our video judge reviewing every rundown to 100ths of a second. Nathan Leung and Scotty Bennett from Victoria.
Dr. Nigel.
Nigel. And overseeing scoring for the Competition Control Centre all the way from Brazil, Ricardo Camargo. Thanks, Ricardo.
And Maxi's here as well. I don't know what he does, but he's here.
Maxi's always here.
He holds trophies up.
One of the greats, Shane Maxwell from Queensland. Mel Hunt from WA as well, our sports directors. And joining us up here on the stage, we're proud to have the Global Sports Director, Nathan Waterfield, all the way from the US of A.
Alrighty, nice
Thanks,
work, Nath. Fantastic. Alrighty, St Kilda, that's what we've been waiting for. We're going to get this competition fired up. So it's time to welcome our 2026 ANZ Women's Championship athletes. Who we got, Dan?
From New Zealand, let's start with the Kiwis.
Let's crank the
proven
music.
woodchopper. Plenty of wins to her name from Westport, South Island. It's Ashley Marsh. And not her first rodeo, an experienced Kiwi woodchopper. 5th at last year's New Zealand Women's Championship. Ready to take on the field here from Otrahonga, Michaela Lord. Otrahonga, got it? Appreciate that. How about Mount Mawanganai? Darcel Upaloo, no stranger to the STIHL Timbersports stage. Darcel, welcome. Saw you on the Today Show this morning. Well done, buddy. And a skillful woodchopper, last of our Kiwis to come up here. Previous New Zealand Women's Champion. Podium finisher. She's locked and focused, ready to rip into this race. From Wyndham in the South Island, it's Natalie Patterson.
All right, she finished 5th last year at the Women's Championship. She's back. She's not the R&B singer, but she is Chris Brown.
Not the vet either. You're fine.
Okay, last year's competition, she finished 4th. She's back ready to rock and roll from Broadford, Victoria, Adele Devrell. Okay, making her debut after last year, stepping up with confidence, ready to take on the very best that Australia's got to offer from Mackay, Queensland, Taika Moore Bennett. And one of the superstars of the Still Timbersports. She's won it so many times I can't even write it all down. Fit it on the page from Tassie. Make some noise for Amanda Beams. She's the reigning 2026 champion. She's back, fired up and ready to go from Crow's Nest, Queensland. Make some noise for Jodie Butel.
Let's give it up for all of our athletes.
Alrighty, St Kilda, let's ready to rock and roll. It's time to timber. Make some noise.
Let's have a look at the first video that'll run us through exactly what's going on. We'll get a few snaps on the main stage here.
Let's do this.
We'll check out the video, the stock saw, the first event. The Still Stock Saw is the first of our sawing events. Placing both hands on the trunk of the 40-centimetre block, athletes must reach for their chainsaws on the sound of the gun and cut 2 perfect cookies within the allocated 10 centimetres of wood or face the dreaded DQ.
Alrighty, make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, she's ready to rock and roll. First heat of the day. Ashley Marsh.
Warm up your saw.
Stand to your timber.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
And she's off. Nice start. You got to control that saw coming through the MS661. Having a little bit of trouble getting that pressure on the saw. Got to obviously work through the wood. Want to make sure we got a nice clean cookie. There's the first disc. Looks pretty good there, Dan.
That's it. Up the top there, you can see the unofficial time. That count has stopped. Don't worry about that if you're watching on. Yeah, round of applause for Ashley there.
Nice work. Good start.
The times will all get revised. We'll sort all of that out. We'll get the official times up. It looks like it's unofficial time of 22.26, but those times do get checked, as we mentioned before. Scotty Bennett's checks all those to within a millisecond based off the video.
Looks like they're just doing a bit of a review there, Dan.
Still not official.
I always get nervous when they talk up there a little longer than they're supposed to.
Yeah, when they kick the cookies around and just have a little investigation.
Okay, we're going to hand it over to our judge, Steve Lorenz. Or not. We don't want controversy this early today, do we, Dan?
You don't want to talk footy?
Nah.
Well, there's controversy.
I go for Hawthorn, mate. I'm fine.
Oh, there's a Hawk supporter in the crowd. There you go. Just talk amongst yourselves.
Too busy on the way to the game, mate.
We never like this when the judges are taking their time. You worry. Might have jumped the gun at the start. Might have cut outside the confined area, Gaz, that are marked there on the logs. There's many potential ways to DQ. You don't want the old DQ. That's 0 points.
Looks like we're over to the judges. Steve Lorenz.
We're reviewing Ashley's start, and she also hit the deck of the saw, so
perfect.
We're checking it out.
Nice work there. Give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Still smiling, though. Still smiling. All right, we'll review that. We'll get all that sorted.
Just giving them multiple things to think about.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to DQ. Safety equipment is one of them. Safety infractions, as you heard there, dropping the saw, cutting outside the confined area, jumping the gun. DQ means 0 points. You do not want that.
All right, let's give him a round of applause. Who we got down for this second heat?
Takaya Moore Barrett, the Aussie, is going to be taking on Darcel Upaloo from Mount Maunganui. Getting my pronunciations right there. Mount Maunganui on the North Island in New Zealand. It's an Aussie versus a Kiwi. Takaya, the Aussie, is over on stand A, which is closest to the St Kilda side, the road side. Then you've got stand B for the beach side, which is where Darcel is. More Barrett's really making a name for themselves in Still Timber Sports as
Yes.
well. Takai's brother is a rookie champion last year. Oh, got a ruling here. Ashley from before. We got the thumbs up there from the officials. I believe the start was good.
Beautiful. Well, that's the sort of positive thing. Now, it doesn't look like we got some sores on the stage, which we're gonna need.
And we're going to karate chop through these ones.
Yes.
We're going old school.
All right. So what they're doing down, they're just changing over the because obviously that saw hit the deck before, so they're just changing over the chain so that it is fair for all competitors. Of course, we've got the MS661, which is a fantastic saw. Make sure we'll probably have some steel dealers here later on today, so have a chat with them. While you are here, make sure you check out. I've got given some notes actually by the wonderful team over at the merch stand.
Unlike you to read your notes.
Yeah, they wanted to tell you that they've got some amazing stuff. They've got the beanies for the kids and adults, hoodies from $40. They got the Still merch. They got the kids Still clothing, which is super cute. You got to check that out. They got the Still toys as well. So make sure when you're roaming around grabbing some food and drink, pop your way. Of course, we've got the jackets and the shirts here as well. So pop your head into the Still container over the back there. See the guys for some ripper deals, ripper prices, and of course, all the newest and hottest Still merchandise.
Go quick though. It sells out.
Yes.
It's a vacant shipping container at the end of the day.
Yes.
So get in there ASAP. Chilly today as well. If you didn't bring a jacket, can recommend this black Still jacket as modelled by Gaz Kempster here. Which nightclub will you leave that in tonight? Will that be at Port & Co. on one of the bars?
It's a mystery even to me.
If you're at Port & Co. at 3 a.m, you'll be able to get that one for free. Otherwise, head to the merch shop and grab yourself some Still Timber Sports merchandise. Just getting the chainsaws set here, team. Shouldn't be far away. Darcel taking on Takaya. Great to have the Kiwis over here. Just gives it a bit of energy, you know?
Absolutely. We love a bit of Anzac spirit. Okay, we got some saws, which is always a good sign for a Still Timber Sports series.
Takaya Moore Barrett on stand A. Darcel Upalua on stand B. B closest to the beach on the right-hand side there.
Hey, well, Paul, what we got here? What's for lunch today? What do we got? Brisket?
Brisket.
Oh. All right, brisket for lunch, guys. Make sure you see the guys are bigger than Texas.
Gourmet fish and chips going on as well.
All right,
It's
looks
all
like
happening.
I think we're ready to go, are we? Yep, we can give the thumbs up. Let's hand it over to the judges. Let's go.
Warm up your saws. Athletes, ready. Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Righto, saws are up. It looks like Takaya Moore Barrett on stand A got to the wood first, and she is going to continue that trend, cutting off the first cookie. About a second ahead of Darcel at this stage, Gaz.
Oh, it's close. They're going to go neck and neck. Who's going to take it? Oh,
wow, what a
just
finish.
got her at the end.
What a finish from Darcel.
Unofficial time, 17.67, 18.34. That was exciting. Woo.
Made up some time there, Darcel, at the end. That was a sensational finish there. Just rode the saw perfectly.
All right. Oh, judges nice and quick on this one. That's always a good sign. Over to the judges, Steve Lorenz.
Both cuts were good.
There we go.
Oh, well done, girls. Great times, too. So those are the quickest 2 times of the day out of the 3 competitors we've had. Looks like Darcel is going to be in first place right now. Sensational work, ladies. Darcel won on the TV this morning as well.
Ooh.
Kiwis are up and about.
I heard you raced against Brad DeLosa.
I did.
How did that go? Talk me through it.
World champion Brad DeLosa.
Do we have any footage of that?
We do. We do.
I'd love to get that on the screen later because apparently you were awful.
No, I beat him. I beat him by 1 second.
What were you using?
I was using a chainsaw.
What was he using?
I forget. He might have been using the Misery Whip, which is a 2-metre cross-cut saw. He is a genuine freak of this sport, Brad Deloy. So for me to be only 1 second in front of him with a mechanical device, and he was using his bare hands effectively, he's a freak. We'll have Brad Deloy around here later, one of the absolute greats of still timber sports.
I think it really it does show you like the difference between the people that do this for a sport and us clowns with a microphone.
I didn't even start the saw myself. Someone else had to start the chainsaw for me.
Oh, that must have been a really masculine moment for you.
I mean, he's about twice as big as me as well, Brad. Yes, standing next to some of these athletes makes you just remember how useless you are.
Just stick to the weather,
just
mate.
Just talk into the black stick, buddy.
And fantastic. Well, this has been obviously a great start to the competition here. We've still got 3 heats to go. So we've got another back-to-back New Zealand head-to-head here.
All New Zealand heat here. Okay, Michaela Law taking on Natalie Patterson.
Yes. And then we've got Beams and Duval, who've of course battled it out for the last couple of years. That'll be, and then Butel and Brown. Very exciting.
I do have a divide here in this heat. We've got North Island v South Island, I believe. North Island v South Island girls. Okay.
Who's North and who's South? North.
All right. Heated. Now, is that a divide in New Zealand? Yeah. No, not really. Can we pretend it is just for this heat?
She was talking about you backstage.
Yes.
I heard stuff. I think we're nearly ready to go. I'm just waiting for the thumbs up. All right, Dan, you want to introduce the guys in a couple of minutes' time? We're going to get these things fired up for, of course, heat number 2.
Heat 3.
Heat 3. Of course, we had that first one with the little bit of controversy at the start, but it looks like we've got things rocking and rolling now.
We happy up there on the stage, Steve? You ready to welcome the athletes up? You all happy? Looks like we're good to go. Michaela Lord on stand A and Natalie Patterson on stand B.
Here we go.
North Island v South Island.
North versus South.
Michaela's from the North. King of the North. Queen of the North. Natalie's from the South. From Wyndham, Natalie Patterson. A skillful woodchopper, plenty of experience on the Still Timber Sports stage. Previous New Zealand Women's Championship podium finisher is Natalie Patterson. Michaela Lord finished 5th in last year's New Zealand Women's Championship.
Warm up your saws.
Here we go.
Great to see some people joining us over here who've been for a walk at St Kilda. Thank you, guys. Still Timber Sports is what you're watching. One of the great emerging sports around the world.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Here they go. Both got to the wood quite quickly. Good start there. Good pressure. You've got to keep that pressure on the saw. It's all about the cookie dropping and the upcut. Oh, North versus South. It's going to be very close. She's coming home nice and quickly here, Lord. Oh,
what a finish.
Patterson unofficially takes it.
Geez, they were both to the wood at the same time. The
yes.
saw's getting a little bit bogged as we went through.
Yes. I thought that Lord might just get her there, but Patterson was able to just keep that pressure up on the upcut. And looks like we got 2 complete discs.
I think we might be all right. We'll let the judges do their officiating, and Steve Lorenz will tell us. Hopefully, everything's above board.
Over to you, Steve Lorenz.
We have a good cut on A, DQ on B.
Oh, no.
Natalie is cut over the designated line.
Okay, give a round of applause, guys. 2.
It happens, especially.
We cursed it. We said everything was going nicely, and then kapow.
Yep, you got to keep it in a very confined space.
All right, we've got the times up on the screen there. We can see the winning time so far, or the leading time, 17.46. Now, this, of course, can change more. Barrett, 18 seconds. Lord, that's a very well-known Kiwi last name, isn't it? Lord. She's got with 19.16, and then Marsh 21.80, and then DQ City population Uno is
Natalie Patterson.
No
points. No points. So as you can see there, the point structure works first. There's going to be 9 competitors, 4 Kiwis, 5 Aussies. So 1 through 9, you place, flip that for the points allocated. You get 9 points for first place, all the way through to 1 for last place, unless you get a DQ, guys.
Absolutely.
It's
and
0.
I think we've got a bit of a video here. What's the video we've got? the 661. It sounds like a rap gang, but no, it of course is one of our incredible products. Check out the screens.
The STIHL MS661 CM stock saw is used in STIHL Timbersports. Designed for the toughest jobs in forestry, it produces approximately 7.3 horsepower, has a displacement of 91.1 cc, and weighs 7.4 kilograms. To ensure evenly and fairly matched saws, professional STIHL technicians prepare and test the saws before each competition.
Talk to a STIHL dealer today. Grab yourself one of them and you too could beat a world champion like Brad DeLosa by 1 second. But only if he's using a giant 2-metre long saw.
Absolutely.
Cutting with his actual hands.
What makes me sad is that I know if I did it, we'd be in the same boat. He'd probably beat me, to be honest.
Same boat's generous. I reckon I'd have you.
I remember once I did
I
the underhand chop, and they gave me like full metal shoes. It was
Yeah, the chainmail.
no, this was actual metal.
Oh yeah, the actual covering. Yeah.
It was a real lack of confidence.
Even then, I'm still nervous. You could have like a metal suit welded onto you, and I'd still be
100%.
worried you'd hurt yourself
100%.
somehow.
I'd find a way. I'd get myself on the swing up, knock myself out. Okay, we're just clearing up the stage. Dan, who have we got for the next heat here? Let's have a bit of a look. Very
Amanda
exciting
Beams
stuff.
and Adele Devrel, a couple champions of the Aussie circuit.
Yes. So just looking at some of their PBs, which I don't think they're going to get near, just because, as we did speak about yesterday, for anyone that was here, the wood is a little firmer than it has been previously. So, of course, the wood is a bit firmer, obviously a little bit slower to cut through. So a PB of 13.77 is Beams' best time. I don't think we're going to get any around there. But it looks like they're ready to go. So let's welcome to the stage, STIHL Timbersports, St Kilda Beach. Please make some noise for Amanda Beams and Adele Devrel.
Heat number 4. Adele Devrel on stand B in the purple there, over on the beach side, and Amanda Beams, stand A, just marking up the wood there now, especially after that DQ that we just had for cutting outside of the 10 centimetre mark. You've got to be very careful about where you place the saw down for the first cut. You want to make sure it's thin enough that you leave yourself room, Gaz, but if you don't cut a complete disc,
Absolutely.
you've got to get back and make sure that you cut 2 that are complete. And if you've already cut 1 that ain't, you haven't left yourself much space.
Warm up your saws.
Here we go. A Beams versus A Devrel.
Here we go.
Beamsy finished second last year. guys.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Amanda Beams second last year, and Adele Devrel fourth last year. So 2v4 as they cut through the wood, cutting down at simultaneous times, guys. For the first cookie.
This is going to be close.
Devrel looks like she might just have Beams covered. Potentially, there it is. Get through, Beamsy, perfect.
Nice one.
Good times there. Potentially.
Quick, 16.56 unofficial.
PB 16.1. Those times do come in a fraction
do.
from time to time. We might have a PB on the cards here, maybe for Adele Devrel.
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
I don't know. I was looking to make sure. Oh, the yellow flags are never a good sign.
Someone dropped their hanky.
All right, over to the judges.
Both cuts are good.
Hey.
Ah, the Emmy goes to Steve Lorenz.
Beamsy, you all right there? Looks like you're going to have a bit of mini heart attack on that one.
Breathe deep, Beamsy.
He stitched you up with the look of doom, impending doom.
I know, he's a prick sometimes, isn't he?
Absolutely. All right, so fantastic.
So I think maybe Adele might have got a PB, but it certainly beat her time from last year. The time she cut last year was 17.53. So that's going to be in under that. And Beamsy's her PB is incredible though, 13 seconds.
Yes.
And last year she cut a 17.73. So she's around the mark of where she was, maybe a second slower than last year.
Yep. And you did see when on the upcut of the saw, it looks like they lost a bit of power, and so you got to be careful with that because if you lose the power and then the saw goes off,
She got bogged.
You're in a whole heap of trouble.
Got bogged. If you give it too much, it can cut in. It's what I learned this morning, pushing too hard on the saw. So there's our 7 competitors that have come through thus far. We've got one more heat to go. It's 9 women competing, 4 from New Zealand, 5 from Australia. That's it as it stands now, the leaderboard there. So there'll be a 3 and a 2 going there, hopefully,
Yes.
unless there's another DQ. DQ equals 0 points, sadly, as Natalie Patterson found out a couple of heats ago.
Season best. No, we needed the chop out.
Season at best,
We've
SB.
only done this for 10 years. Like,
Yeah, we're still learning.
just finding our feet after a decade. All right, looks like we're nearly ready to rock and roll. Just waiting for the thumbs up. Dan, who we got in this final heat? Let's introduce and make some noise.
Jodie Butel is going to be joining us on stand day, the reigning 2026 champion, back fired up, ready to go. And she's going to be going head-to-head with Chris Brown, who's on stand B. No, not that one, not the vet either.
no,
5th
different
at last year's Women's Championship, so it's going to be first versus 5th.
Let's go. Very exciting stuff.
The stock saw, look at that PB from Jodie Butel, 11.5 seconds. Chris Brown will be looking to come in under that 15.49. We'll see how we go, though. We've seen the saws getting slightly bogged today. Wood might be a little bit wet, damp potentially, overcast conditions. It all affects the wood. The wood is drawn backstage to even the competition as much as possible. The athletes go through a wood draw.
Looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Here we go.
It's randomly
Warm up your
allocated.
saws.
Let's go.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Here we go. Both to the saw. Butel had a slight lead there, but Brown making up for it nicely. I reckon Butel's going to beat her on the turnover on the upcut. Here we go. Nice and close. Who's going to take it out?
Chris
Brown
Brown
coming back.
making up
Butel,
time.
Bang! 16.70 down unofficial time.
Brilliant finish there from Butel because Chris was catching her on that first cookie.
All right. It looks like the cuts, they seem pretty happy with those ones. Didn't see any of those little yellow flags flying around, which is always a good sign.
Dropped a hanky. Yeah, it's kind of NFL style, isn't it?
Okay, over to the judges, Steve Lorenz, for this final heat.
Both are
Fantastic
good.
work.
Good job.
What's going on?
Okay, so Dan, that is
We're done.
the stock saw is done now, and of course the next one that we're going to be looking to do is the standing block chop, which I always find very, very entertaining. I feel it's very, very old school.
It's a way to cut a tree
sports.
down. If you want to know how to cut a tree down,
Absolutely.
the ladies are about to show you.
Absolutely. All right, so standing block, and then of course we've got the single buck with assistance, and then... All right, so while we're waiting, guys, we've got a little bit of video for you guys for the women's top contenders. So check out the screens.
Women's Pro Top Contenders. Each year, Australia's fiercest female athletes battle in the STIHL Timbersports Women's Championship, where strength, precision and speed decide the victor, and only few have risen to the top. Amanda Beams, powerful, unrelenting, a record-setting force.
I've won this championship twice, and there's no reason why I can't do it again.
Madison Curley. Fast, fearless, champion of the axe and saw. Jodie Butel, twice crowned, dominant, defining the standard.
Any one of them could have won today. Just so happened that I did the best in each discipline, I guess.
These are the women who stood on top. And now, the competition returns. 2026 brings fire. The contenders have sharpened their skills. The pressure is real. Once again, only one will rise.
Okay, so we've got the times there. So Devrel with a season best 16.36. Took the maximum 9 points for that one. Butel hot on her heels, only 0.13 of yeah, it says 10, plus 10, but my math is massing.
No, that's 10.
Oh, yeah, this is 10, yeah.
10 split seconds.
I went to a public high school. Ignore me. 8 points on that one. And then, of course...
How many fingers are well?
I know, right. And then, of course, the 7-6 all the way down. Now, of course, you can see Patterson there cut over the line, DQ City. No points, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame.
And you can get as many of them. You could get 9 of them. Obviously, we don't hope to see that. But DQs can just roll through, and it just means that those bottom numbers get eaten up. So you could have 9 points, 8, 7 points, and then if you get 6 DQs, it'll just be zeros all the way down.
All right, now, Dan, we've got a bit of a video to obviously show through what the standing block is all about. So check out the screens, guys, for a little bit of a descriptor.
The standing block is the second axe event of the day where athletes slay at least 50% of the front side before traversing and turning to remove the back half, finalising their hit patterns with ripping overhand drives.
All right, the guys just getting things under place so we can see. So it looks like Amanda Beams is going to be hitting by herself, which is always okay. Talking to the athletes about it, they say they do prefer having someone there.
It's motivating, that's right. Even though they're not technically competing against each other, which the men will be doing from 2 p.m. this afternoon in the trophy format, that is actually an elimination style quarterfinals, semi-finals, into a grand final and a small final for the bronze medal. That is actually head-to-head elimination, which is great fun to watch. The women's is a different setup. The men do the trophy. This is a championship style. So they're all competing against each other via their times, technically, as you saw with the leaderboard there. So the times get aggregated, all added together, or the points too.
Yep.
At least, and that's how we determine the winner. So they're not really competing with the person on the stage, Gaz, but it is good to have someone there to pace them, to motivate them, and try and bring the best out of you. Or the worst.
Yes.
However you beat them, with your best or your worst, whatever. Whatever it takes. But having said all that, Beamsy will be going solo, as we've only got. We had a late dropout. We've got the 4 Kiwis and the 5 Aussies.
Now, yesterday when we were doing the heats for the men's, there was actually we had a bit of an incident where the wood sort of came out of the blocks. So I reckon the stage crew will be all over that today, just making sure.
Good to do that on heat day.
Yeah, exactly.
Get all the bugs out of the system. Obviously, things go wrong from time to time here, but the safety crew at STIHL Timbersports is the best in the world.
All right, we're ready to rock and roll, so let's welcome her to the stage for our first heat of the standing block. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Beams.
Might have seen her on the Today Show this morning, Beamsy.
Absolutely.
She was doing this as well, actually, the standing block shop.
Fantastic.
Got a PB there. We got a PB for Beamsy here.
No.
Not listed currently. I wonder if we can get that up on the big screen, if we can find Beamsy's PB.
Lefty.
I reckon it was between 30 and 40 seconds on the TV this morning on the Today Show. Let's see if you can best that now. Turn on the afterburners for the actual competition.
Over to the judges.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And Amanda with a nice soft cut to start with here, but she's going to fire things up pretty soon here, just working through it nicely. Going to look to put... They're obviously in the front side before they sort of flick over. Going to be anywhere from a sort of 14 to 18 hit pattern. Nice and methodical. Just wants to get a good time in here, working through it beautifully.
So much about precision. Want to hit that perfect spot there and just line those 2 cuts up towards the middle. Beamsy now heading around the back side of the block to put the drivers in and fill the block, working in that motion around the log.
Picking up the pace now. You can see that log starting to move, working through it beautifully.
Perfect precision. This is an outstanding cut.
And so what we often see when the guys are doing it, they'll sort of go in a clockwise motion. Working through it nicely.
Here we go. Let's get behind her team.
Here we go.
Amanda Beams pushing through. It's going to go any second now.
That wood's looking shaky.
Go,
Last
Beamsy.
few.
Get it.
Nearly there. Nearly there. Nice work that one.
Oh, what a stubborn block.
Nice one.
Stubborn. Well done, Beamsy.
That looks exhausting.
The worst. I'd use a chainsaw. She'd still beat me.
Amanda's cup was good.
Nice work there, man. So, and just a reminder, this is the first time the ladies, of course, have done this discipline. So the first time doing the standing block chop. So it is new territory for a lot of ladies. The New Zealand ladies, however, in New Zealand last year, Dan, did compete in the standing block. So they've got a little bit of an advantage in that they have done it before, but it's on like Donkey Kong.
So great work there from Beamsy. If you cut outside of a minute and a half, 90 seconds, that's it. DQ, points don't count. So on the first attempt in a competition format to come in under that at a minute 16, that is outstanding work.
Fantastic. All right, so we're gonna go back to the in heat number 2, Butel and Marsh, Australia versus New Zealand, the Anzac clash.
This is what we want to see. More of these heats, please. We've got another one actually coming up. Heat 4 here.
The Bledisloe Cup, if you will.
That's it. Heat 4 and Heat 2 here in the standing block chop are going to be Australia versus New Zealand brew. Jodie Butel versus Ashley Marsh.
Nice crowd forming in here. There's still a few seats at the front here if anyone does want to come in and grab a seat and watch the best of the best in the women's Still Timber Sports. Amanda's time is up on there, so 1 minute and 16. Now, Dan, we were talking about the time, so they've got to cut it under a minute 30, I believe is the time. So
that's it, 90 seconds.
Over that is the DQ. I think we might see 1 or 2 DQs being the first time they've done this competition, specifically the ladies.
Yeah, if you want to see a real DQ, let you or I up there.
Yes.
I've got a flight to get at 6:30 p.m. There's a chance I would miss that. You're literally cutting down a tree.
Yeah.
So to do that in under 90 seconds is a phenomenal feat.
Absolutely. And of course, we've got the bar over the back there. Just ask for Rowdy or Percy's tab. They'll look after you there with a frothy.
Oh, it's done already, is it, boys? It's all finished.
Percy's just doing these ones.
Talking about personal bests. Whew.
Speaking of fantastic Hawthorn supporters, the boys ready to go against Port Power. Who the Lions got this week, mate?
The Demons tomorrow at the G.
Ooh.
Yes.
You'll be gone.
I'll be out of here. I'll be flying
Fantastic.
out
All right, I think we're ready to rock and roll. Get this next heat underway, which is very, very exciting. Dan, who have we got in this
Australia
second heat
versus New Zealand? One
Here
of
we go.
Australia's very finest. Jodie Butel is going to be on stand A, and Ashley Marsh from New Zealand.
Give a big round of applause, please. Still Timber Sports, St Kilda Beach.
Ashley Marsh will be over there beachside on stand B. She'll be looking forward to make up for that DQ on the stock saw, so she'll be coming out of the gates fast. Ashley Marsh, first time competing on the Still Timber Sports stage. Not so for Jodie Butel, of course, a familiar face here on the Still Timber Sports circuit. The reigning champion, in fact.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
So we've got the reigning champion versus a newcomer, but this is a brand new event for both of these competitors here in this format, the standing block chop. So it's going to be a fairly even playing ground. So much of this is about precision. You don't want to waste a cut hitting a brand new spot on the log. You really want to be getting those cuts landing exactly where you need them, just to push it a little bit deeper into that wood before you make that turn. Jodie Butel still working on the front side there. Ashley Marsh has rounded the block from New Zealand. She's in the green, stand B on the beach side there, working her way through the back of the wood now. Jodie Butel just really making sure that she's Put plenty of cuts in the front side so that the backside, hopefully, is much easier work. Keep an eye on that clock here, guys. Minute 30 is where you want to see this time come in under. Otherwise, the time will not count. Jodie Butel is rounding the block now. How about that from Ashley Marsh? Sensational as well. Minimal cuts on the front side. It seemed almost like more on the backside there from Ashley Marsh, which is an interesting tactic and worked well. Worked well to her advantage there. The relative newcomer here for Stihl Timber Sports in this particular format. Clock is still running their team. We might have just had a slip up, pausing it on a minute 6, but obviously it's all being timed behind the scenes. Video referees checking the exact start times down to the split second, guys. And there goes the 90 seconds. Sorry, Jodie. As I mentioned, it was a champion versus a newcomer, but it's a brand new event.
Absolutely.
So it was going to be a level playing field.
Looks like the Kiwis have got this one. Give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Got to be happy with that, Ash. Didn't go your way in the first heat, but it has this time around.
Good cut on stand B. Unfortunately, Jodie ran out of time. DQ'd.
Nice work. Give him a round of applause. Well done there, guys. Fantastic work.
Good work, team. It's brutal. DQ, 0 points. So Ash has been involved in a DQ in both of her heats so far. She was on the wrong side of one, and then her competitor just there in Butel was the one that copped the DQ that time round.
All right, we've got a little while we're waiting to change over there. We've got a bit of a steel dealer TVC to show you. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm excited to find out. So check out the screens.
Great autumn deals? Your local STIHL dealer has the tools you need to keep going autumn after autumn after autumn.
Like our popular entry-level petrol chainsaw favourite, save $100. Rugged Pro petrol chainsaw all-rounder, save $250. And our high-performance battery vacuum shredder for the home, save $50.
Buy well. That's STIHL for life.
Of course, we are celebrating 100 years of STIHL, so it's some amazing products. Obviously, a lot of these you're seeing on display here with the MS661s, but there's so many more products, so make sure you jump on the website, see your local STIHL dealer. There will be a few STIHL dealers floating around today, so hit them up for the best prices on all the best products. Okay, we got the official times on the screens there, so we can see Marsh has taken, she's just, what was that by 1:05.26, and then she's beaten that one there. So 1:16. Of course, we did have that DQ there as we go into the next heat, ready to rock and roll. All right, let's get our next heat underway. We've got Takaya Moore Barrett and Adele Devrel. Please make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for our athletes.
Yeah, my apologies. It wasn't Ashley Marsh who DQ'd on the stock saw, of course. That time we thought it might be a DQ in the earlier event. That was overridden by the judges. The start was fine. Didn't drop the saw. That was all good.
Here we go.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And off the ladies go. Nice and methodical there. You can see obviously working through that circular clockwise hit patterns as the guys are going through, doing it beautifully. They're going swing for swing, stroke for stroke at the moment. It's neck and neck as they go through. Some solid support going there by...
Yes, the Moore Barretts are very popular. Takai's brother.
Oh, they turn together. It's like a Stihl Timber Sports waltz, if you will.
Synchronised still.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Takai's brother was a sensational revelation last year for Stihl Timber Sports as a rookie. Takaya working her way through here.
Yeah.
All these athletes first time on the standing block shop.
So close. Who's going to take this one? You can see the wood starting to shake there on Moore Barrett's one.
Debuted last year.
I think they're both going to get 2 cuts. Hey, there we go.
Well done, Takaya. Debuted last year, second year in this women's championship.
Oh, that wood's starting to shake. Let's make some noise. So let's get it around. Here we go. I can see it's the last one. Nearly.
Oh,
yes.
Well done. Minute 10. Excellent work. Takaya Moore Barrett under a minute. That is outstanding work.
I'll tell you what, the little iPad and microphone screens there, they're going to be in some serious trouble later when the lads get on. All right, over to the judges for this heat. Over to you, Steve Lorenz.
Both cuts were good.
Nice work, guys.
Adele Devrel, Takaya Moore-Barr, a couple of Aussies up there. We're going to have another Australia versus New Zealand heat coming up here. Darcell's going to be taking on Chris Brown.
Absolutely. All right. And as we did say, this is the first time the ladies are doing the standing block chop. So let's get around them as they go on. We want to be pumping them up the whole way and really driving it home, keeping those times down and getting the best times of the day, of course.
Yeah, it was Natalie Patterson that DQ'd Gaz in the stock saw. Ashley Marsh, we thought there was a DQ, but that got overturned. So it was okay.
Absolutely.
Natalie Patterson was the one that cut outside the line there, so apologies. I mentioned before. Ashley, no DQ for her the first one. Jodie Butel has DQ'd here. There we go. There are the times up there. That's just for
sub
this
1 minute
event. I know, that is
sub 60.
Unreal.
Absolutely.
So Jodie, unfortunately, exceeded the time limit there. 0 points, DQ. With 2 more heats to come, Australia versus New Zealand on this one. Darcell Apaloo versus Chris Brown. And then we'll have an all-Kiwi heat for Heat 5.
Very exciting. All right, we got another Anzac clash here. Dan, who we got in this next heat of competition?
Stand A, Chris Brown from Australia and Darcell Apaloo from New Zealand on stand B.
Here we go.
Chris finishing 5th last year in this Women's Championship. But we do have to reiterate for new people joining us. Hello to everyone walking along the St Kilda boardwalk here. This is the first time that the competitors here in the female championship have done the standing block chop, this particular event, this particular discipline. So anything could happen, and we saw that before.
Absolutely.
With a newcomer beating last year's champion, because neither of them have partaken in this discipline. Righto, over to the stage.
Athletes, ready?
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off and chopping nice. We've got the right-hander and the left-hander working through it beautifully. Dan, as we said, once again, Australia versus New Zealand.
Yes, Chris Brown with that wide stance. It's almost Lawrence O'Toole-esque, isn't it? The wide stance. There's varying ways that you can attack the blocks here in Stihl Timbersports. You've got to work out which one is right for you. You could have a narrow stance. You could be further back from the block.
Yep.
A lot of it just depends on the way that your body is built. You want to optimize that swing, but it's about precision too. It's not just about hitting it as hard as you can.
Absolutely.
Do that if you can, but you want to hit the right spot.
Absolutely. Let's make some noise for them. Stihl Timbersports, St Kilda Beach. Let's get behind the ladies.
Chris Brown from Australia on stand A. Darcell Apaloo on stand B, who's rounded the block from New Zealand.
Apaloo turns first. So you can see that the log already starting to shake, so she's put a lot of work in that front side. This is where, obviously, of course, they get a little bit exhausted, so we've got to keep firing them up and got to keep working it through. The ladies are doing really well here. Are we going to keep these times in and under that 1 minute 30? Keep it in the realm of scoring, so we've got to get those points.
Looking shaky there on stand B. Darcell looks like she's about to put in the final drivers. This block's going to go any second now. As Chris Brown rounds the block.
So close!
There's Darcell is done. Chris Brown on the backside now. I think the clock is sadly going to defeat her here unless she has a miracle swing.
Turns the engine on.
Get the MS661 out. Sadly, there goes the time limit. 90 seconds only to cut down a tree.
Give them a round of applause. Fantastic effort by the ladies. As we have said, the first time a lot of these ladies are doing this discipline, so it is very, very entertaining, of course, but it is, the guys we're going to be improving non-stop year in, year out. As we've seen with the ladies, of course, over the last few years, the competition has this, it's fever pitch.
All good.
Going to make sure Darcel's cut is good. Obviously, Chris is sadly DQ'd. Steve?
Good cut on stand B. Unfortunately, Chris ran out of time.
All right, give him a round of applause. Still Timber Sports, St Kilda Beach.
One more heat to come here. A couple of Kiwis going head-to-head. Michaela Lord and Natalie Patterson.
All right, so we got the times up. So Moore Barrett still with the only time of the day that's sub 60 seconds. Is she going to hold on to there with the maximum 9 points, or will one of these ladies take the points away from her? We'll find out very soon, Dan.
Couple of DQs there. So 4 points, 3 points still to be allocated, unless, of course, there's more DQs. DQs equal 0 points, but you can see for newcomers, the points are allocated in reverse order of the finish. So first place, 9 points all the way down through to 9th place, 1 point if they do indeed qualify. If it's a DQ, it's 0.
See, 2 DQs so far, so it'd be interesting to see. I'm loving this jacket. It's very, very comfy.
Don't lose it.
We are ready to rock and roll. Okay, Dan, who we got coming up for this next round of competition heat? It's the final one in the standing block.
Yeah, and it's an all-Queensland, an all-New Zealand affair.
Queensland.
Slip of the tongue there.
Come on, mate.
We'll have some more Queensland affairs coming up later, but right now it's an all-New Zealand affair. Michaela
Yes.
Lord, Natalie Patterson.
Give them a round of applause. Let's get behind the ladies.
So Natalie Patterson had the DQ on the stock saw. We'll be looking to make up for it here on the standing block chop. The Kiwi competitors have done this once before in an event last year. The girls have all got practice in. This isn't obviously the very first time they've done the standing block chop. It's just the first time in this competition format for the Aussie girls. Second time for the Kiwis. Whenever you're ready on the stage, let's get heat number 5 in the standing block chop underway.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off and chopping. Nice work there by the ladies. The all-New Zealand affair. Good start there, as we sort of spoke about before, with that circular clockwise motion. The guys looking to maximise the hits. Precision cutting down is what it's all about.
Yeah, this is some impressive work. As we mentioned, the Kiwi girls have done this event in competition format once before. So they might have the wood, excuse the pun, on their Aussie competitors.
Oh, yes. Very, very, very good terminology
No, I
there.
didn't-
Okay, it's Lord that
I'm a
turns
dad.
first.
It's legal.
We could be royals.
Stop. Unsubscribe. Patterson turning now. Minute 30 is the time you've got to be under. Both of them turning around the 45-second mark. So we are on track on the
nice.
backside. Normally the backside goes a little bit quicker as well if you've done the work on the front. More cuts go into the front than the back generally. Although that isn't a tactic we've seen employed through the entirety of today.
So we want to keep this under a minute 30. Let's get behind the ladies. Make some noise, please. Still Timber Sports St Kilda. Let's bring the ladies home.
Minute 10, that is outstanding from Michaela Lord.
And we want to get a time on the board here as well for Patterson. Come on, let's get it home. 10 seconds. You got to keep under.
7 seconds. Come on.
Bring it home. Come on, let's
2
go.
seconds. One more hit.
Last one.
Yeah, get it done anyway. Show that wood who's boss.
Finish him. Nice work.
Good cut on stand A. Unfortunately, Natalie's run out of time as well.
3 DQs, sadly, in the standing block chop. Very understandable given it's the first time that all of these athletes have competed against each other in the standing block chop. New this year in the ANZ Women's Championship, adding that extra discipline in. Kiwi girls have performed it before. Brand new for the Aussie girls. So 3 DQs there. So we'll get points on the board from 9 through to 4. First place will get 9 points. 9th, 8th, 7th will all get 0 points. And we'll start the points again. 4 points for 6th place and so on. And then we'll add those to the first discipline, Gaz, the stock saw that we saw. That's how it works. So we've got 2 more disciplines to go. When we aggregate, add up all those points, we get ourselves a winner. We get ourselves a champion.
Fantastic. Okay, so we're halfway through the women's competition here. Of course, we've got the single buck ready to go.
Times are up there on the screen. That's for the standing block chop discipline. We're going to add those to the stock saw discipline in just a sec. We'll get the full leaderboard up for you. There's the overall standings as well. So the times aren't up there, just the points. You can obviously tell which athlete finished where, judging on the points distribution. Poor old Natalie Patterson there, 2 DQs so far. Bit of catching up to do. Adele Devrell, the Aussie champion wood chopper, 16 points. Takaya Moore Barrett, 14. And Darcel Upaloo. That's your podium so far. It's
Fantastic
tight, though.
stuff.
It's tight though, guys.
Those DQs are killer, aren't they? So very, very tight at the top. 16, 14, and 11. So only 2 points separating first and second here, Devrell and Moore Barrett. So coming into this last, it's all about consistency, Dan. So just getting points on the board and just keeping consistent. Staying away from DQ City.
If you've got a weaker discipline, make sure you don't get DQ'd. Just get some points on the board, but then when it comes to your favourite event, crush it. Crush it. Adele Devrell crushing it so far. Single buck is going to be up next, the misery whip. This is the thing that Brad DeLosa, he and I, let's say we basically set the same time.
Yes.
I was using a chainsaw though,
Yes.
and he was using one of these 2-metre crosscut saws.
I don't know if that says more about him or you, but very fantastic effort.
I'm a puny weakling and he's a real man.
Now we've got a bit of an explainer video that's going to show you what the single buck's all about. So check out the screens.
With its peg and raker system, the athlete pushes and pulls the 2-metre cross-cut single buck saw through a 40-centimetre pine log. The aim is to cut off a single cookie within the allocated 10 centimetres of wood.
Okay, so Chris Brown is going to be doing this one by herself, as we'll be doing throughout the competition. And then we'll get back to the one-on-one format. All right, let's get our first athlete underway for the single buck. Please make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for Chris Brown. Am I reading that right, Dan? That she's brought her own saw?
Yep, not cheap, these things either. Thousands of dollars they're worth. Peg and raker system, as you saw in the video there. One does the cutting, one cleans out the cut as they go back and forward. All about methodical precision here and avoiding what's known in the industry as a hang-up. A disaster, that is. That's where all of your momentum is faltered. You have to start again and get that nice, methodical, back and forwards motion consistent. So there's going to be a small cut made in the wood here for the saw to rest in. Two meters long they are. A misery whip is the nickname for the single buck because it is pure misery. Just lactic acid burning in the wrists and the forearms, as you can imagine, gripping the saw. But you see what we mean as we start here.
Athlete, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off and soaring. Of course, it is Chris Brown going solo here. Just going to look to get... We don't want any of those hang-ups, do we, Dan?
Well, we just unfortunately saw one at the beginning there. That is beautiful work there. Back, forward, soaring through the wood. That keeps that momentum up. It keeps the consistent movement through and downwards, biting into the wood. You want the saw, you want to put enough pressure on it to further the cut, but you don't want to push so hard that it hangs up. This is outstanding work from Chris Brown. Sensational.
Yep.
Perfect cookie. That's great. Now, we might see later the cookie not completely come off.
Yes.
And if there's enough left on there that the saw can rest on
rest it, yes.
that's a DQ.
Correct.
They rest the saw on their upside down. I think Steve Lawrence is hopefully going to give us the all clear here. As Chris cleans off the misery whip, the single buck there.
All right, over to our judge, Steve Loranda, for this first heat decision.
Chris's cut was good.
Give her a round of applause, please. Nice work. Yahoo!
All Kiwi affair coming up here next. Heat 2 in the single buck. Darcel Upaloo versus Michaela Lord. A couple of Kiwis. We split these heats up here actually on the single buck into Kiwis and Aussies. So
PB as well there, Dan, for Chris Brown, which is great work.
yeah, previous PB 35.81. So it looks to have come in a couple seconds under there, which is great work. PB was set last year. World record 14.27 seconds. You can see up on the big screen. That is going to be an international record. That would be using a different type of wood. This is Tasmanian poplar here. That's probably, I don't know, some sort of Povo Canadian wood. Something soft, something weak.
Is that the technical term for it?
14 seconds.
Povo Canadian wood.
That might have been me on the chainsaw. Here they come, the Kiwi girls.
Let's give a big round of applause. Welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen.
Darcel Upaloo and Michaela Lord joining us from across the ditch. Couple of Kiwis going head-to-head. Love seeing the New Zealanders here, the ANZ Women's Championship. For the first time, 4 New Zealand competitors, 5 Aussies. Darcel, stand A. Michaela, stand B, closest to the beach in the green there. Same deal here. Keep it consistent. Keep it smooth, back and forward.
Absolutely.
Avoid those dreaded hang-ups. Hang-ups, they are just devastating, not only physically because the entire saw just stops in its tracks, but also mentally debilitating because you have to begin from the beginning. You have to start cutting again. You have to get all the momentum back up. But your saw is now inside the wood a lot of the time. The entire saw is engulfed, so you just cannot afford to bend the saw or have it jag on the wood. No good. No good.
No good. Looks like they're nearly ready to rock and roll. Just getting those saws in position.
Yeah, just putting small cuts in there. That's all permitted by the judges for the saw to rest in.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off and soaring there. We're looking through nice, long, even strokes. Lord with a slight hang up there, Dan.
Yes, saw is sticking a little bit for Michaela Lord there. It could just be because of technique. Potentially it's because of the wood. Often you hit knots in the wood. The wood is distributed before the day randomly via something that we call the wood draw, but oftentimes you just get a bad log. But Michaela doing her best there to wrestle with it. Darcel Upaloo looks like she
look
has
at that. What
completed
a time.
it.
Bang, bang, bang. All right, we're going to look to Lord to get a time. Just get that hang up. Oh, come on. Let's cheer her on, guys. Let's get her around her. Here we go. Come on, Lord. Nearly there. Yeah.
Well done. Well done, Michaela. In under a minute.
Fantastic work. Man, that was a quick time. That's going to be hard to beat. I think Beamsy might give it a red hot crack, but 30.53 is very impressive. Is it?
Go through the first leg. Both cuts were good.
Fantastic work. New Zealand record there as well. Great work. Shit. She just cut her finger off. We'll just reattach that and get competition back underway. No.
Wonderful medical staff here. They'll get that going in no time.
Sew it up and play on.
Push on.
Yeah, fantastic work. So that was a PB and a national record there. 30.53 unofficial. What was it? What, have we got the official time come through there? Just waiting for it to come. Not official yet. So 30.53 unofficial time. Who we got coming up in this next heat, Danielson?
Heat 3, single buck. Natalie Patterson versus Ashley Marsh. Another couple of Kiwis. 2 more New Zealanders going head-to-head.
So that time that's come through, that is, so national record, unbelievable, 30.31. Let's make some noise, Dan. Can you welcome, who have we got for this next heat? We're very excited for this one.
We've got our other 2 New Zealand competitors, Natalie Patterson and Ashley Marsh.
Here we go. Give them a round of applause, please. Still Timbersports St Kilda.
We have seen it before where a national record gets set and then gets broken immediately in the next heat.
Yep.
It does happen. So a New Zealand record set here today. That's what we love about STIHL Timbersports. You can come and see record-breaking performances here at St Kilda Beach. Will we see it broken? 30 seconds was about the mark. 31 seconds. So in around that mark, we'll see another national record set.
A little bit of sunshine trying to creep through the clouds there, mate.
Yeah, it won't. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah. Storm clouds behind it. Okay, so we got the guys nearly ready to rock and roll. Very exciting stuff.
Patterson in the blue on stand A, Marsh in the green on stand B, closer to the beach there. Saws getting set. Misery Whips in position. Neil Richardson will start off this heat when he's ready.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Emma away. Patterson drawing the sword back towards her.
Yep.
Marsh pushing it forwards. So different techniques there to start the single buck off.
Obviously, she's got Marsh got more of a longer stroke compared to Patterson there.
Lawrence O'Toole style. Yep. Nice wide stance. Again, many ways for the cookie to crumble.
She wants to try and keep it in and around that 30-second mark. She's going to get very close here. Let's make some noise for them. This could be another record.
Oh, looks like another New Zealand national record.
Bang, bang, bang.
It's been set and it's been broken.
And this is still a very good time for Patterson. Let's bring her home here. 39.59.
Wow, that might be an Oceania record. That might be a record across Australia and New Zealand.
You're just making up words now, mate.
I just got told to say it.
Very exciting stuff. Could be the lead as well. All right, over to the judges.
Both cuts were good.
Fantastic work. Oceania record there. Fantastic. Give them a round of applause. Exciting stuff.
Maybe we get Ash on the microphone quickly, Ashley. Hey, you're an Oceania record holder. How's that feel?
Oh, it's pretty good, actually. Feels a lot better than my stock saw.
Now, is that the one you like training for the least? Like the blowing hard here. It's a pain, that thing, isn't it? The lactic build-up and you're feeling it in the forearms and all over the place?
I secretly probably actually quite like the single saw. I do say it's probably my least favourite, but the stock saw's now made its way in there. Yeah, no, I felt really good, so.
There's a lesson for you, kids. It's your least favourite and you're the Oceania record holder in that event. So just persistence is key.
Yeah, it's good.
Do things you hate. Good on you, Ashley. Well
done. Give her a round of applause. Nice work there. Marsh with the Oceania record. How exciting is that? Okay, it looks like we're ready to rock and roll to get our next competitors onto the screen. We're back with the Ollies. Please make some noise. STIHL Timbersports, St Kilda Beach, and welcome to the stage, Adele DeVrell and Amanda Beams.
Beamsy's got that look in her eye here. I think she wants that record back in Australian hands. She's warmed up this morning. She's on the Today Show this morning, showing everyone how it's done. She was doing the standing block chop there. Her record time, personal best, Beamsy, is 31.68, set that last year, all right? So the Oceania record, what was it, about 29?
Yep.
Beamsy could clinch it here. The Aussies could come back in over the top of the Kiwis potentially. We want to keep it under 30 seconds. Adele Devrel, 35-second PB, so she'll be challenging that as well. These competitors are getting better and better by the year.
Absolutely.
So let's get sub-30s here. That's what we want to see. Not that I'm biased, but go Aussie.
Exciting stuff.
If we avoid those hang-ups, we'll see that record broken. That's my guess here. Clean cut. That'll be a new record.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
I can see all the other female competitors out the side of the stage now watching on with intent to see how our two athletes on stand A, it's Devrel, Adele Devrel. Stand B, Amanda Beams, to see how they go here in the single buck, Heat 4 at St Kilda Beach. 20 seconds gone on the clock so far, working their way through the wood. Amanda Beams is doing sensational work. Gonna come in just outside of that 30-second mark. And maybe just outside of her PB as well there, Gaz.
Yep.
Adele Devrel crumbling the cookie there as well.
39.75 unofficial. Fantastic stuff. Really good times. Good consistent times, which is what you want because you're going to be in and amongst the points.
Devrel in the lead on the overall aggregate leaderboard currently. And that time's going to be enough to get her some more points.
Yeah, over to the judges.
Both cuts were good.
Nice work.
You beauty.
Okay, so I think we got one more.
One more heat, two more Aussies.
Yep.
Takaya, more Barrett, and Jodie Butel, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's Jodes coming out now. And the beautiful Morone, Queenlander.
I'll tell you what, the stage crew there, very, very quick, aren't they? Getting things ready to rock and roll.
Aren't they efficient?
All right, check out the screens, guys. We've got a little bit of video for the single buck tour.
The 2-metre-long cross-cut saws used for the single buck discipline are made especially for competitive sport. A series of consistently patterned 10-centimetre long teeth are cut with a laser on one side of the saw and then hand sharpened to an extremely sharp point. Cutters that slice through the timber and rakers that clear the chip out from the cut, just like on vintage saws. The saws weigh about 5 kilos and cost upwards of $3,000.
There's the single buck leaderboard so far, guys.
Yep. 28.37. It's going to be a tough time to beat.
Gee, that's impressive.
I love that Oceania record. Makes it sound so tropical.
Not feeling tropical. Oh, a few palm trees around.
A couple of tropical cyclones.
yeah. Oh,
Welcome back to Melbourne.
No more. No more cyclones, please. Two more competitors to come, two more Aussies. Everyone in the points, which is great to see. All these athletes fairly well versed with the single buck.
All right, looks like we're ready.
Up.
Yeah, who we got down for this final heat of competition?
Takaya Moore Barrett, who's been an absolute revelation in STIHL Timber Sports, and Jodie Butel, who is a consistent performer through the STIHL Timber Sports series. Two Aussies in the ANZ Women's Championship final heat, Heat 5 of the single buck.
Let's give a big round of applause and welcome to the stage. Here we go, STIHL Timber Sports.
I have just been told that Jodie at the Sydney show just gone by won the world title in the single buck.
Huge.
Just gone by. So let's get that Oceania record back. Aussie.
That's hilarious. It's hoping to be
Jodie Butel, personal best here, 29.39, and Takaya Moore-Barrett, 30.68. Both are going to be challenging for a sub-30 time here. Potential Aussie record, potential Oceania record. Let's see how we go. Got to be on their game, though. Don't want any hang-ups. Over to the officials.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off and soaring. And of course, you got Moore-Barrett on stand 1, Butel on stand 2. Nice long strokes by both the athletes here. Can they keep this thing in and under 30 seconds? Moore-Barrett looking beautiful, working through it here. About halfway, she's going to want to pick up the pace here. She any chance to get the maximum points. But Butel is hot on her heels. It's going to be very close.
Come on,
This is going to
Jodie.
be the fastest time of the
Oh,
day.
that is unbelievable.
28.07 is very quick as well.
Both of those have beaten the previous Oceania record, but Takaya Moore-Barrett has absolutely destroyed it.
Bang, bang, bang. 24.45 unofficial times. Very, very exciting stuff. The competition is heating up. Over to the judges for the official decision.
Both cuts were good.
Nice
Beauty.
work.
Oceania record there for Takaya Moore-Barrett. Jodie Butel would have had that record if Takaya didn't set such a quick time. Come on, Takaya. We need to talk to you about that. That is outstanding work. It seems like you got faster and faster as you got through the wood. Where was the mind at?
Oh, soaring is it's a hate-love relationship. Like, I can get it sometimes, and the other times I just can't. So I'm glad it was on my side this time.
How's the practice been in the off-season? Because that is a sensational time to set a 24 seconds. You've taken 4 seconds off the Oceania record.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I just pull the sword home and that's it. And obviously the local shows, and yeah, that's my training.
Well done, Oceania record holder, Takaya Moore-Barrett. Still one discipline to come here. We'll get the overall leaderboard up on the big screen. We'll see where everything comes in the larger overall view. Right, we've got another clip we're going to show up on the big screen here for the World Women's event. Have a look up on the big screen, team.
The STIHL Timbersports Women's World Championship. The Australian Women's Champion will now go on to compete at the STIHL Timbersports Women's World Championship for the chance to win the world title. It's a path only a few Australians have walked. Amanda Beams, Jodie Butel, Madison Curley. Champions who won at home and carried Australia onto the international stage. Now, that opportunity comes again. In the women's competition format, athletes compete across 4 disciplines. In each discipline, performances are ranked by time and converted to points. The fastest athlete receives points equal to the total number of competitors, descending to 1 point for last place, with disqualifications scoring 0. The contest begins with the stock saw, where athletes must cut a complete disc as quickly and accurately as possible. From there, they move to the standing block chop, testing technique, timing, and control under pressure. In the third discipline, athletes take on the single buck, cutting 1 full cookie before the final event. The competition is decided in the underhand chop, the last discipline, where every second can determine the title. After all 4 disciplines are complete, the athlete with the highest total points is crowned world champion.
Okay, so there's the single buck leaderboard. Takaya Moore-Barrett wrenching back that Oceania record there from Ashley Marsh. Unbelievable work. And then Jodie Butel would have had that record. Personal best. And then onwards through with all of the points obviously in reverse order of where the ladies have fallen. And that's the overall standings there. So Takaya Moore-Barrett propelled herself into first place and 5 clear of Adele Devrel. Ashley Marsh there doing very well in 3rd place too, but it's so tight. Look at those points down to 5th place, 16 down to 23. Good to see Natalie Patterson racking up some points as well after a couple of DQs. Underhand chop is going to be our last discipline. How does it work? Check out the big screen.
The underhand chop resembles the old school technique of cutting felled trees down to size. After removing approximately 50% of the front side, they pirouette to the back, devastating their block with power and precision, eventually driving the wood in two.
Jodie making her way up on stage for the final time today to compete in Heat 1. She'll be solo, the Aussie, Queenslander. Underhand chop. These blades are incredibly sharp. They get sharpened pre-tournament. They're sharp enough to shave the hairs off your face, Gaz. We might need to give you a little trim, actually. Maybe just the eyebrows. They're getting away from you a little bit. Jones looks ready to go. 34 seconds is her PB.
Athlete, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Perfect timing there. 2 hits each side, so there'll be 2 hits over there on the left and then back over to the right side, working around in that motion.
It's a little bit easier than the standing block because obviously you've got that momentum sort of hitting down as opposed to going across your body. But the guys do need to put obviously a lot of work in that front side before they flip over to the back, which now the back will actually be facing the facing everyone here. But that, of course, is the backside. So here she goes, turning around beautifully. Let's make some noise. Let's get around it. Here we go, Jodie Butel for the final time today.
Precision work here from Jodie. Yep. Sensational cuts. The accuracy is on point. She's working her way through that log. Be putting the drivers in now.
Yeah.
That final hit will be going through. She'll be splitting the log any second. Just about there. 1 more. 2 more.
Hey, nice work. Give her a round of applause. Jodie Butel, everybody. Over to the judges.
Jodie's cut was good.
Nice work. Make some noise, Jodie Butel. One last time for the day.
Smart from Steve Lorenzo to make sure she put the axe away before he told her whether or not she was DQ'd.
Oh.
Just in case she gets irritated by that news. You might sort Steve out.
Very, very sneaky.
Yes, no, the axe was secured, but the time was good anyway. All New Zealand heat here, Heat 2 in the underhand chop, the final discipline of the day in the ANZ Women's Championship for STIHL Timbersports. Darcel Apaloo taking on Michaela Lord. Michaela in the green there, she'll be on stand B closest to the beach. Darcel in the purple. 4 New Zealanders joining us in this first time event, the first time we've run the ANZ Women's Championship. 5 Aussie athletes, 4 Kiwis. The girls getting set up on stage there. The officials will start this heat when all is good and ready. Heat 2, underhand chop, here we go.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
2 cuts each side. 2 left, 2 right, 2 left, 2 right until the athletes are satisfied.
Almost in tandem, aren't they?
Yeah.
We just had a little bit of a slip there, but still okay. Looks like they're both rocking the volleys. Nice work by the ladies there, putting a lot of work in the front side.
Michaela Lord turning already.
Doing the Lord's work.
Oh no, what a pity. Darcel now turning to join her as well, facing the crowd. 2 hits each side.
Tell you what, that Wood's looking nervous already. Oh, I reckon there's 1 more left in it. Let's get around.
Come on,
guys.
Michaela.
Here we go.
Push through.
Hey! Booyakasha. 43.08.
43 plays 46. We'll put those times into the leaderboard. Should both the cuts be good? Steve Lorenz wandering around the stage now, just investigating.
Over to the judges.
Both cuts were good.
Nice work. They give a round of applause for the ladies for the last time for the day.
Let's have a look at the equipment that the men and the women are going to be using today in the axe-based events.
The axes used in Stihl Timbersports definitely can't be bought at a hardware store. Made from special steel, the blades vary in width from 19 to 21 centimetres wide and weigh between 2.5 to 3.5 kilograms. Each axe is hand sharpened with a bevel angle of 13 to 16 degrees and is so sharp you can shave it. Top athletes bring up to 8 axes to a competition, each one slightly different to account for any variances in the wood.
All right, so Lord with the fastest time of the day so far for the underhand chop, 42.60. 46.04 and then 51.78. So I reckon that these ladies coming up are going to give this PB for the day a red hot crack.
How about Takaya Moore Barrett's PB? 19.23 set last year. Yeah.
So without further ado, let's get the athletes on the stage. Please make some noise. Stihl Timbersports St Kilda Beach for Adele Devrel and Ashley Marsh.
42 seconds looked like the time to beat. I got a quick glimpse at that leaderboard a second ago. So 42 time to beat. Adele Devrel's PB is in under that, 35.61. So she'll be looking forward to hopefully posting another PB here today, propelling herself up to get the 9 points on that leaderboard. Athletes seem to be ready. We'll let the judges do their officiating to start heat number 4.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Great timing there. Adele Devrel particularly getting in just a split second after the timer. Although, look at the speed from Ashley Marsh.
Yeah,
ferocious chopping.
She wants a PB
Got a bit
here.
of Braden Meyer about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or Mitch Argent.
So Adele Devrel's PB is 35.61. We're looking pretty good here. The guys
Look at
going to look
this
together.
effort.
This
How's that? Unbelievable effort.
Booyakasha. Unofficial national record.
That'll be a New Zealand record.
Yep. Wow.
Well done, Adele, as well.
Make some noise for the ladies. Fantastic work. Very exciting stuff.
Now, Adele potentially will have a PB here because the times sometimes just come in slightly, and her PB currently sits at 35.61. We'll leave that with Scotty Bennett's, the official. Maybe squeaking a PB if the cuts were good, Steve.
Yep. Dr. Nigel, what are we looking at here?
The cuts were good.
Fantastic work. How exciting.
Dr. Nigel Scotty Bennett's.
Yeah. We'll grab Ash for a quick chat there.
Ash, good job. How's that feel?
That wood is so soft.
Unlike you, though, hard as nails, yeah? Talk yourself up. Don't worry about the wood. That technique was stunning.
Yeah, I've been cutting since I was 16, so I have been around wood chopping for a really long time. I'm actually used to cutting like the hardest wood around Australia, so this for me is so different. So I put my first 4 hits and I was like, what is going on?
Calling these Victorians weak, are you? Weak wood, is it? The wood comes from Tasmania. It's not their fault, okay? What are you picturing when you're cutting there? Is it an X's face or something? It's ferocious.
No, I just try to do everything right and try not to overcut it because I'm pretty good at doing that. So I think I cut it pretty good. I was pretty happy with that.
National record, you cut it bloody well. Congratulations.
Fantastic. Nice work. So we got, is that official time come through there? Let's have a bit of a look.
Yeah, I wonder if we get the leaderboard up. There it is, Gaz, there.
25.04, national record.
Sensational from Ashley Marsh.
It could also be New Zealand record. Right.
NZR. Yeah, one more heat left. Amanda Beams, PB 28.44. Takaya Moore Barrett, PB 19.23, which is the world record. Takaya in the lead now as well, so if she gets anywhere around that level, she will win the ANZ Women's Championship for 2026. So she's going to be really doing her best.
Tell you what, Marsh finished with she's definitely come home with a wet sail. Like after getting only 2 points in the stock saw, she's come home really, really strong. So Dan, we've got our final athletes for the day. Let's give them a big round of applause. Who have we got?
Amanda Beams, Takaya Moore-Barrett.
All right, so sub 51 is what we need here, which I think we think she'll get, considering her PB is 19.23 seconds. Let's have a look at this overall leaderboard here.
Yeah, so we're going to have to go disastrously wrong here, but it often does in Still Timber Sports.
So this is for the championship, guys. So this is very exciting stuff. If they keep these times in and around the 30 to 40 second mark, they're going to be in the maximum points and taking the championship. Over to the judges.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they both get beamed slightly to the wood first here, but here comes Moore-Barrett. She's going to be looking to take the title here with a good cut. Nice and precision. You're going to look to get about 8 to 10 hits in the front. That's a very fast one. This time looking, can she keep it in and around that 20-second mark? This is for the maximum chocolates, ladies and gentlemen. How's she doing?
Oh, that'll be enough.
Bang, bang, bang.
That will be enough. You would think Amanda Beams as well with a sensational time of
28.29 is also unbelievable.
It'll be a PB. That'll be Beamsy's PB, formerly 28.44.
And Takaya Moore-Barrett, her PB was 19.23. She was just outside of that, but that is the fastest time unofficially today. Over to the judges.
The cuts were good.
There we go.
I think we know, team. I think we know who has taken out the ANZ Women's Championship 2026. Let's get all our athletes back up on stage. The ANZ Women's Championship 2026. Come on up, ladies, and we'll announce you one by one from 9th up through to 1st. Joe Katsos joining us on stage as well. Hello, Joe. Gave you a fright there. Good to see you, buddy. VP of Marketing here at STIHL. And, of course, Leeson Brook. Hello, Lee. Managing Director of STIHL. Big round of applause for our athletes as they make their way back up here and they're about to take the dais. Well done, legends, as the sun comes out here at St Kilda as well. In 9th place on 6 points, I'd like a big round of applause from New Zealand. Natalie Patterson, everybody. Well done, Nat. Chris Brown from Australia in 8th place on 11 points. 15 points from New Zealand. Michaela Lord in 7th place. We're alternating here as we go. It's an Australian in 6th place. Jodie Butel on 18 points. And then back to New Zealand. Darcel Apaloo in 5th on 21. Tied with Amanda Beams, but Amanda with a slightly quicker time. 18 seconds quicker also on 21 points. Amanda's in 4th place. Rightio, time for the podium. In 3rd place, 24 points from Australia, Adele Devrel. Joe Katsos presenting the medal there, 3rd place. So it's down to 2 athletes. So why don't we just announce the winner, huh? Or I'll do them as quick as I can so they can both come up and take their place on the podium. Can I get a drum roll on the seats, ladies and gents? Well done. Thank you, Adele. First place, 32 points from Australia is Takaya Moore-Barrett. And in 2nd place, Ashley Marsh from New Zealand on 25 points. Well done, Ash. There's the silver medal going to Ashley Marsh. And Takaya Moore-Barrett, what a revelation she has been for Still Timber Sports. Already a world record holder. And she is going to hoist up the shield. Round of applause for all of our athletes, but in particular, Adele Devrel in 3rd, Ashley Marsh in 2nd, and Takaya Moore-Barrett in 1st place. Ladies, would a few of you like to step forward either side of the dais? We might get a few pictures here. We'll get all 9 of our competitors there.